Kendy, one of the team captains now. Congratulations on that. How does that? What kind of responsibility is that for you?
It's an honor to be selected by my teammates to be a captain. It's just now it's just I gotta make sure that I come in with a good attitude every day and come in and ready to lead the team and my position group and the whole team as a whole. But it's not really a burden or anything. It's just I just gotta keep being myself.
For both of you, how excited are you for Saturday to finally get here? You guys can, lay smoke with somebody else.
Yeah, it's very exciting because like you go through the whole off season and fall camp and just hitting against each other. It's finally feels good to finally feel like you're going against somebody else and you can let the full force out just to actually feel like what you did this summer in the off season.
100%, I agree with Kendy, especially how hard we work in the off season. This is literally what we work for. Football's a crazy sport. You work year round, all year, busting tail to play 12 times. So I'm super excited, especially this being my last season. So like, I've been thinking about this week for years. Like my last week of having the first game day of the first week. Like, so this is bittersweet, but I couldn't be more excited.
Are you feeling any added pressure, with all the injuries in the wide receiver room?
Pressure? Not really. Pressure it just brings you down. Just go out there and just play and have fun, especially me being a year 6 guy. First off, I don't think year 6s will be around any longer pretty soon here. So me being here I think about all the time, it's just straight blessing. I shouldn't even be here. My eligibility ran out last year, but everyone knows why I'm still here. So just go out there and play and have fun, and that's what it's really about. When you're out there having fun, playing for your guys next to you rather than just yourself, that's when you usually get the best outcome.
We know CJ, obviously. Who are some of those other guys in that receiver room that you've seen that you think are going to be playmakers for you guys this year?
I think I have the capability, not me, but our whole entire room has capability of making plays. We just got to be confident in ourselves. But we definitely have some new emerging receivers, especially in Smoot. Coming in as a transfer, he actually played the best at all the receivers, and he stayed the healthiest at all the receivers through all of camp, so he's definitely going to emerge this season if you guys haven't seen him already. You got a lot of young receivers coming up. Coleman Baker makes a play almost every time he steps on the field. You got Markel. Once he gets into his size, he's going to be crazy. I believe in all of our guys. That's just a few of two I'm just going to talk about right now, but I believe in our entire room to make plays.
How big of an adjustment was it for you, Noah, with the offense? Going from a different scheme, going into triple option, a little bit of different triple option. How much of an adjustment was that for you?
It's definitely an adjustment. More than less is really with the blocking. Blocking is a little bit different when it comes to triple option. Not necessarily. It's not as traditional as what you would learn in regular offense. Your blocking points, stuff like that, it's a little bit different. But other than that, it's not really too much different. Especially me, this is my 3rd coaching staff since I've been here. So that was. It's honestly good for me. I was happy that it low-key changed in a way because I got to really see how much my knowledge of football has grown and see how fast I can actually learn a new offense. Because especially if I want to go to the league next year, this was a good step because I was running the same offense for 5 years. I wanted to really test my knowledge anyway.
Kendy, for you, with the same question, the defense here this year, different coordinator, different coaches, how much of a change has it been for you guys?
On the defense side of the ball, I don't think it have been a crazy change. There's still similar things, but also Coach Krantz and Coach McGee adding their little twist into it. But I don't think it's been a big change for me, but it's still new and new names. Different technique is different, but nothing major change.
And Kendy, for you, you guys have gotten into Bowling Green a little bit. What's some of their tendencies, or maybe not their tendencies, but what are some of their things you have to be prepared for their offensive side?
Well, on the offensive side, like what I've seen on tape is they're well coached and especially on the O-line, that's who I watch the most. They have guys that played a lot of games. They have a lot of snaps under their belt. So I think that's going to be their plus size. And in a way, we just got to, like, the first game, you can't really, like, tell based off last year film because you don't know what they did over the summer. And because I'm a different player from over the summer from last season to now. So I think the first game is just going to be about who can play the fastest and who can get lined up the quickest and tackle the best.
This defense was top 3 or 4 in the country in sacks last year, led the country in TFLs. With the changes this year, the new faces, players and coaches, do you feel like you can maybe not replicate, but have that similar kind of impact here this year with this unit?
Yeah, yes, sir. Like definitely, last year defense was one of the best defense I played in, but I think we can definitely do that again, especially with the scheme we're running and the type of player we have on this defense. And I think we can do it again. That's our goal every year, to be the best defense in the country, regardless what scheme we're running and what type of players we got.
And Kendy, with all the new faces on the D-line this year, what's it been like seeing this group kind of gel together, especially with younger talent like TJ Bush and those guys, and being a leader in that group?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great to see, like, because last season I didn't really have to lead in that room because we had seniors that was there. I would just kind of be in the background. But this year it's been a different experience. I'm just seeing how the growth from each players, like TJ Bush, CJ Brazil, and Chris Body and Bryce. Bryce is one of the players that I'm most excited about seeing playing because he changed his body and his style of playing. And I'm very excited to see how he's going to perform this Saturday. But it's definitely been unique seeing them grow and being part of it.
I know a lot of these guys on this roster haven't experienced a game day in Williams Stadium. What have you told them about what a game day is like here?
It's gonna shock them, like it shocked me 5-6 years ago. I mean, when you think of Lynchburg, Virginia, you don't think anyone's here. I mean, let's just be real. I mean, when I first came up here, I didn't think anyone was here. I had no idea to expect. That first FBS game was Old Dominion in 2018. And I ran out there and I saw how many crazy fans we have. They heckle a little bit differently than I've seen. But they're there, and then they're excited to be there. So, I mean, I just told them just be ready and be excited. They want to see us play good, and they like to see us win.
Yeah.
So,
one thing I told like the freshmen and the new guys is I always go back to the BYU game, just walking out there during like the pregame stuff and like not seeing a lot of people out there and just walking back out when the stadium was packed. And so I shared that experience with them, and I've told them that's how it felt like almost every game, honestly, because like that's the one game that like you can search up on Google or like you can see a picture of it or a video of it. And that experience, I tell them like we have the best fans in the country, like in all of football, in my opinion, because like I've never played a game here outside of COVID where I felt like, oh, the stands are empty. It's always like great support every game, so it's always going, like I told them, it's always going to be fans out there and supporting us to the ups and downs.
100%.
Noah, since you guys have figured out who the starting quarterback is going to be, and they've kind of had most of the reps since last week, how well do you feel like the offense has come together just in the last few days?
Just knowing like the personnel groups, so like putting it in the game plan, like so you actually know you're going to be in the game in this situation. It's going to be you, not someone else. That makes it a lot easier to run the plays. Obviously knowing what's going on, because last year obviously we had no idea what was going on half the time. So that allows you to play with more confidence, allows you to play faster, allows you to think less, and that leads to us being more successful. So it's allowing us to move our offense more smoothly, not as much transitioning and stuff like that, because we know exactly where we're going to be on the field and exactly what type of player we're getting.
All right, last question.
Kendy, how late are you just to hit a quarterback again?
I'm ready. I've been waiting a long time, and I'm so excited to like make sure they feel what I've been going through this summer and this off season. So I'm very excited. It's gonna be fun. So hope the stadium is packed and ready to go.